They are loud, sometimes irreverent, always colourful, especially after baking in the Australian sun, and no fans of mid-strength beer. Say hello to England's travelling band of cricket supporters, the Barmy Army. The presence of the Barmy Army among Australian crowds has become an integral part of the Ashes since the mid-1990s, and they make no apologies when they take over grounds on visits down under. Spend some time sitting among the Barmy Army, even when their team is trailing 2-0 in the Ashes, and it is hard not to be attracted by their collective charm and enjoy the sense of fun they bring to watching cricket, with their array of songs and good-natured baiting of Australia players and supporters. They possess a massive membership base of 29,000, their ranks drawn from the United Kingdom and expat English living in Australia, and organise tour groups to follow the England cricket team throughout the world. South Africa, West Indies, India and Bangladesh are just some of their destinations, but Barmy Army Operations Director Chris Millard explains the Ashes sojourn to Australia is always the highlight. It's a long time. It's a long tour, but people save up all year and work hard all year for this kind of series, Millard told Grandstand, as he sat with his troops in the blazing sunshine under the Everetta stand at the Waker. It's all people think about for a couple of years in advance. People work Saturdays, Sundays, overtime to make sure they have the leave and enough money to make the trip. Millard reckons the Barmy Army have about 700-800 doing the full tour of Australia, but their numbers could swell to 15,000 come the Sydney Test in the first week of January, as more English supporters look to join in on the festivities. We get a lot of guys who see what we're doing, see how much fun we're having, see what we're doing for charity and decide they want to come down and get involved, he said. Part of the fun Millard is referring to includes taunting Australia's players, and there are certain targets the Barmy Army like to zero in on. Davey Warner, for obvious reasons because of what we think of him, what everyone thinks of him, Millard said. Nathan Lyon, he's become a fan's favourite this tour because of what he said about Matty Pryor in the press and how he has acted, and the stuff that has come out recently in the press has given us a bit of ammunition. A tradition of the Barmy Army is to sing the famous English hymn Jerusalem, their national anthem according to Millard, when the second ball of the day is bowled. But how do they come up with the songs they create themselves? Millard says there is a large group of songwriters who compile the lyrics, although they welcome contributions from every member of their tour party. There's a team of almost 50 to 100 people who are the Barmy Army faces, and they're the people you see on TV, Millard said. One of those who has added to the song list is Perth-based Barmy Steph Hayward, who moved from England to Australia in 2001. Hayward penned a musical ode to the Waker, which is making its Ashes farewell, her tribute containing catchy lines such as "We sing at the Western Australia trip the Lacey and the ground we will miss, we won't miss your beer though 'cause that's just like well, you get the drift." She got hooked as a cricket fan while watching Andrew Flintoff star for England in the pulsating 2005 Ashes series and joined up with the Barmy Army to travel around Australia, as well as to India.